2023. It's 10:55 in the nighttime. I'm here in the office and I wanted to make a video right now, but I don't have enough memory on my phone to make a long enough video that I could approve before I upload, cuz I don't always upload every video I make that I don't record live, obviously. Actually, even live ones I've recorded, I've left private afterwards. But, anyways, this one I wanted to make like a more personal vlog, and those are the ones that I usually like tend to keep to recording off, live more. But I just really want to make one right now, and I don't have memory on my phone to do it, so I'm doing it live, and I hope it records fine and doesn't have any glitches like I always do when I'm making live videos. But we'll see. Anyways, I wanted to talk about something in particular that has to do with some personal people uh that probably would not like their information out there, which is why I think, I'm not allowed right now the space to record that video, because that's what I want to talk about. But I'm going to be careful, because I know if I say something wrong or something, too personal, it's going to start glitching. I just know that's going to happen. So, um, I'll start by saying that sometimes I do like curses or jinxes on people. You call it witchcraft, if you will. I don't use like necessarily items or any chants or anything like that. When I do it, it'll just be an energy, sense, an intention, a feeling, and I will say a word sometimes. um, that say that I make up. Not that are a part of any type of spell or anything like that. It's just curses, jinxes, karma that I send, that I direct to people when certain things happen, like personal matters or encounters. And I've often seen results of these jinxes. Uh, and there was one that I did recently that I'm seeing the result of, that's kind of got me a little like conflicted in my feelings, because this person is somebody who I felt at one point could be a legitimate threat to my loved ones, to me, to my family, because of some of the things that I heard he was saying, and things that had happened between my family and their family. So the part of me that is like defensive of my family is like, that's what you get, like I sent that out there with that intention, to direct it as it will play out with whatever energy you're sending out, so if that's what happened, then that's what happened, but at the same time I feel bad, because it's like, that's not what I wanted, it's not what I ever wanted, like, to play out and to manifest. I didn't, you know I've wanted peace in the world. I've been wanting evolution. I've been wanting people to unify, to get together, to join hands to help create and build a world where we're all under the same human experience of growth and love and oneness in its truest form, not what the new age agenda like spells out now, not all that, love yourself bullshit. Not that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about actually creating a world where there is no homelessness, there is no such thing as starvation between humans or animals. Even the planet is a completely different organism that beats life and love and health into everyone and everything. And I can't help create that if I'm, being, I guess, happy at someone else's misfortune. It's a contradictory feeling in me that I can't, you know, make sense of, and it doesn't make sense, and I feel like bad that I even feel that way, but it's these, the world gets to be an ugly place at times, and you don't know who's out there meaning well and who's out there that's really could be a threat to your life or your loved ones and your family. Like, you don't really know. And you could try and make friends and be helpful, but at the end of the day, like, you don't know who's gonna really be a danger to you and your loved ones. And it's tough, to not feel protective or overprotective, and that feeling of boundaries that feels healthy for you and your family's safety. But I just really wish everyone would just stop ignoring, whatever's going on within themselves, and really look inside and try and see and understand why they can't get to where they are, or where they want to be, where they know they could be, and why they're stuck where they're at. And most people don't focus on that. Like, I focus on that every day, and I still can't, I'm barely starting to understand myself and why I am the way I am and where I'm at and how to get out of it. Like, I'm barely starting to understand it a little bit better, but I didn't know. I had no idea, but I was actively trying to every day. I've been actively trying to every day figure it out and go into myself, introspection, and it's been hard even just trying to find the time to break away and do that, because of how busy everything is always in my life. It's really difficult, but I try and I make it a point, and a lot of people don't. They don't do that. They don't try to make that a point within themselves, and that's what needs to be done in order for us to really truly evolve as a fucking entire planet, entire human race. I was telling Marco yesterday that one of my things like I do a lot is I push away my responsibility for where I'm at in my life a lot by pointing out obstacles and all the things that are in my way or that hinder me in any way. And it's true, a lot of it is true, you know, but at the same time, there's also been a lot of opportunities that have come my way to help me get on that path that I've wanted to see manifest. And I've not taken advantage of them. Like, for example, like Diana's finally building the houses over here, you know, and I've had this opportunity this whole time to picture my idea for a self-sustainable home, and you know, to come up with a plan and you know, a, a, a layout, or you know, a design where I could actually pitch to her how we can really do it and make it happen. And you know, this whole time I didn't do it, and I haven't. And I make excuses of in my head of like, oh well, she's not gonna like it anyways, or it's gonna be too expensive, or da da da. Like I start putting obstacles in front of me before I even, you know, get there, just to avoid the basically the feeling of failure, the feeling of, you know, rejection, of not having my idea, you know, be taken into fruition or into consideration. Like I even though the opportunity is there, like she's asked me questions before, I have my opinion on things and stuff, and I, you know, I have that opportunity there to take hold, and I don't, you know. And I've had the opportunity to, you know, pitch my idea already for the Free Energy Entertainment Center to so many different people and groups, and I've said I was, and I've explained it in general, but I haven't actually like laid out the idea to them, and I've said I was going to, and I plan on it, and I haven't done it, you know, like I just I put obstacles in my own way, and I do that because I'm afraid of rejection and failure. Like, mostly, I think it's just being afraid of failure, too. Of having it not work out in some way. Or having a lot of obstacles that were really unforeseen by me. Or that were, you know, overlooked. And that's just, like, one of my things that blocks me, like, you know, in just a kind of non-aggressive way, just a natural whatever way. And then my rage and aggression and all that is a whole different other, like, aspect of introspection I have to do, that I've gotten a lot figured out on my own, to be honest, but not completely. So uh, yeah, yeah, I gotta go to sleep.